They're neat and sweet and fun to eat. And you only need one hand to enjoy this treat. They may be small, but make no mistake, you can put lots of great things in a little cupcake. Hi, welcome to Around the Town with Marilyn Forbes. If you haven't guessed, today's very special show is going to be all about cupcakes. We're going to be actually making some cupcakes and we're going to be decorating some as well. And since schools pretty much recommend the kids try to do something a little bit on the healthier side, we're going to be making a healthy cupcake. And we're going to be making that one from scratch. And as I said, we're going to be doing some great decorating. So please sit back, stay tuned, and enjoy the show. Okay, now we are getting ready to start our wonderful special cupcake show, and I have with me Cheryl, who is actually the owner of Cupcake Crazy.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that right? And she is actually we're going to mix up a batch of, I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but healthy cupcakes, and then we're also going to decorate up a batch. Cheryl,
right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, now, I know a lot of the schools anymore are really pushing healthy. I mean, they want the kids to still bring in the snacks for the parties and stuff, but they want to go a little bit healthier. So what we're going to be making, and I'm excited because it's one of my favorites, is a carrot cake cupcake. But as Cheryl and I talked, you don't have to tell the kids they're carrot cake cupcakes. Just tell them they're spice cupcakes, right?
That's right.
And they're going to be topped with a really good, what is it, a cream cheese?
Yes, it's a cream cheese frosting that's going to be on top of them.
That they love?
Yes. That we love.
That everybody loves. Okay, so now we're actually going to start from scratch here. And that's something, too, that before we jump ahead, you can do cupcakes from scratch. You can do them from a box. Any way is a good way, but
That's right.
Homemade's the best way,
That's
I think.
right.
Okay.
Mine's homemade.
And hers are homemade. Okay, all right. Start us off. What do we do here?
Okay. Well, we're going to start off. You want to mix?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'll hold this.
Okay.
Okay. To get started, we're going to do a separate bowl.
Okay.
And we're going to do our dry ingredients.
Okay.
We're going to do 1 1/3 cups of flour.
Okay. Now, do you do the thing what they do on TV, real fancy, where they do the top with a
No, I do a
knife?
spoon.
Okay. Oh, really?
Or you don't even have to do it. You can just
Is
do
that
that.
good?
No, fill it up more.
Hold that up more.
Fill it up. Just kind of shake it off. There you go. That's good.
Can I do this?
Well, there's a spoon right there. You can just kind of do the spoon, whatever.
This? Okay.
Just kind of.
Oh, wow. All right. Did I dip
That's
down?
fine.
Is that
No,
okay?
that's
All right,
fine.
in here?
Yeah, catch-
Okay. A cup and a third?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how much is
There's
this?
a third right
How much
there.
is this going to make altogether?
It's going to make 24 cupcakes.
24? Okay.
No,
That's-
well, no, actually, I got like 18 out of it. I'm sorry.
You're lying already.
Well, it all depends, like, the consistency of how creamy you make it. But what I like about this one is you don't need a mixer.
Oh,
This one is just
there
made.
you go.
Yeah, this is just made totally by hand.
Okay.
There's nothing special about it.
Okay.
Okay, now
Cup
we
and
need a
third?
teaspoon of baking soda.
Oh, am I going to need my glasses? I don't have
Here,
my
I'll help you
glasses.
with this.
Okay. Where's the teaspoon?
Here's the teaspoon. It's just the whole thing.
Oh, that's snifty. Look at that. Okay. Now, there again, too.
You can actually just take the whole thing and, yep.
Like
that's-
that?
Yep, however you need. Close enough.
Now, this is something, too. You can do this with the kids, grandkids. Is that good?
Just put it in there.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We're done with that one. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that just slides right up. That just slides up.
This is neat. I never saw one of these. Wow. Look at that.
Okay, mind let us
That's
say where
really
it's
neat.
from?
Okay, yeah.
Pampered Chef.
There you go. This? Okay,
Yeah, just do it over the table. That's
I'm not
fine.
left-handed, but... Okay, there we go. Fill that up. All right.
And
Salt.
then we're going to do a teaspoon of the ground cinnamon.
Okay. It doesn't have to be fancy.
No,
just
and
regular
I
old-
sometimes
You
put
said
a little bit more.
teaspoon?
Yes, ma'am.
I have my glasses
Just slide the
on.
whole way.
Okay.
There you go.
You have yours on. I should put mine on. Is that good?
Yep.
All right.
You can even put a little bit more in it too if you want.
All right. I love cinnamon,
It doesn't
so I
hurt
have,
it.
like, no
It doesn't
problem
hurt
with
it. It just
that.
makes
Okay.
it taste better. Okay, and then you're going to actually take the whisk and whisk
Oh,
it
whisk
together.
dry ingredients.
Yep,
Really?
we're going
Oh,
to
I've
whisk
never
the
done
dry
that.
ingredients
Okay.
just so that it's all blended.
Just get it all blended together real well.
So it's all
Okay.
kind of like evenly blended in there.
I think it's really interesting that we don't have to use a mixer for this.
Yeah.
Because actually, a lot of people don't have mixers,
Right.
to be honest with you. Okay.
And now this is an option. It's
Okay.
the walnuts.
Okay.
Okay.
And how much is this?
This is actually a 1/2 cup, but of course I cheat and usually put more.
Okay.
And those are
Walnuts.
just chopped walnuts. I didn't grind them. You can grind them if you want, but
That's what I was gonna ask you.
kind
Do
of
you
like
grind
that
them
little
a
bit of
little bit
consistency
bigger?
of,
Okay.
and then just take and
Do it
whisk
with
that kind of in.
Okay. Kind of get it all incorporated. Alrighty.
Yep.
All right. And you said that's optional in case somebody has
right.
nut allergies or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And some people just don't like anything.
A lot
like
of
that
times
in
for
it.
the schools,
Right.
you know, they don't like
Okay.
you to have the nuts.
So now we're going to set that aside, and now we're going to work on the wet
Okay.
ingredients, okay?
Okay.
So now we're going to start off, and we're going to take 2 eggs.
Does it matter what size?
I use the grade A large.
Okay. Now, I know a lot of people recommend that you do your eggs at room temperature. Do you do that?
For
or-
this recipe, it actually is room temperature.
Oh, is that what it calls for?
Yes.
Do you have any idea like how long it takes for a cold egg to become room temperature? About a half hour or so, or do we? know that?
I usually leave it a little bit longer than that.
Okay, just to be on.
Let's get that out of there.
Aw.
That's okay.
Can I put my hand in there? They're
Yep.
clean.
Yep. That's what everybody else would do at home.
Just petting your dog a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't have a dog.
I'm not allowed to have a dog.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and now we're going to take, and you can just use that whisk.
Okay.
And just whisk them. So that
Do the
they're-
same thing? Just kinda get 'em all-
Just
okay.
actually, they got to be kind of whisked lightly. Yeah.
I was getting a little crazy there. All right.
No. I mean, to
like it?
yeah, so until they're light, should
Okay.
I say. So that,
Like a
they're kinda
lemony color?
Yeah, like a light and fluffy kind of.
Is that okay? Still going?
Maybe a little bit more.
Get to my exercise today.
And then we're
Okay.
going to take 2/3 cup of sugar.
Is this 2/3?
Yes, ma'am.
This is great.
It's very, very easy.
Okay. And again, just plain old
Right,
granulated
right,
sugar?
Yep.
Okay.
And now you're going to whisk that.
Okay.
You have to whisk this until it'll actually get to be a little bit like a pudding type, like thickening.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
How long is this going to take?
Oh, no. Just a couple minutes.
I'm exhausted already, Cheryl. Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. And here, now you got to put in 2/3 cup of oil.
2/3 cup oil?
Sorry, I'd help, but I'm holding the mic.
Okay. The whole way up?
Yes. That's good.
Okay. Plain old vegetable oil.
Yep, you can use corn oil, you can use sunflower oil, you can actually use any kind of oil in it. It's okay. Now you have to really, really whisk that together.
See, now I see why you wanted me to do this part of it.
You can see it thickening?
I do,
See how it's
actually.
thickening? I need to get...
Don't walk away from me.
No, I need vanilla. I need vanilla.
Oh, my
lost the
gosh.
vanilla.
Are we done?
See how thick it got?
Yeah.
It almost got like a pudding. Yes, you're done.
Okay.
And now you want to put a half a teaspoon of this in. I'll help you since you don't have your glasses. There you go. And it's supposed to be extract, like pure vanilla
do this
extract.
way. Oh, okay.
But
Well, that's not so expensive.
But I actually am a lover of the imitation.
You know what? I was actually surprised.
I just do. I don't know why. I just like it.
I did not realize the difference in the price until I sent my kids to the store for vanilla. It came out as like $5 things. It's like 49 cents. Come on,
Right.
guys. Okay.
Okay. And then this also has applesauce in it.
Applesauce.
Yes. But you can also put, if you want, you can put crushed pineapple in it.
Oh, okay.
I have never made it with the crushed pineapple, but I would like to because I'm a
much is it?
pineapple lover. And it's going to get 2/3 of a cup, and you can just use the same cup that you had the oil in. And
Okay.
I believe there's just a tablespoon over there.
Something fun too. That
And this is room temperature
room
also.
temperature also. Mm-hmm. I'm sure to add even more fun and even more of a family activity, you could make your own applesauce. Applesauce is really, really easy to make. I mean, it's very.
And if you don't want, like if you don't have the applesauce and you just have apples, you can fill it the whole way.
Oh.
You can actually just take an apple and just grate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
use, just a grated apple in it. That's good. That's good.
Just right into here?
Put that in there.
Okay. Am I whisking more?
No, but yeah, you are going to be whisking more.
Exhausted
Yes.
already. Okay.
Just a typical basic kitchen too.
Okay.
Okay. And now this is, of course, the main ingredient here. Now this is the carrots.
Okay.
If you want to hold that. First off, what you want is you want a very, very fine. See, it's pretty fine. It's not that. And you want to use the smallest side of the grater.
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
Right.
I
And
would
it's
guess
just,
it a bigger.
I mean, there's this side here that has like the real hard, but you can't do it on that.
Okay.
It makes it more like mush.
And how much of that are we making?
This you're going to use 1 1/3 cups of it.
Okay.
And what that actually comes out to is maybe about a half a pound of
Oh, okay.
carrots. So just buy a bag of carrots. Basically, somewhere close to half that bag is, what you want to do. And you can get down to the whole.
Does it matter if they're chilled or anything?
No, you know what? It
Okay.
doesn't matter. You just, of course, you got to make sure you clean them. But see, I mean, it looks like a lot.
Want any of that other dirt.
Right. It looks like a lot there. So let me put this back here first. And I'm just
Sorry,
go right back to.
I was
No, that's okay.
stacking everything up. And you said a cup and a...
A cup and a third.
Okay.
And you just kind of want to,
Do you pack that in?
Yeah,
or-
you can
okay.
kind of pack it in there a little bit. And then you can see. That's pretty much when you pack out, it's going to be your cup and a
wow,
third.
okay. You're right. It did seem... And you're putting
Right.
it in here, so I should
So,
probably
and I'm
remove
going to put it in here. So there's that.
that. Okay.
And then, of course, it needs whisked again.
I should have done some arm exercises.
I can help you with the mic.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, I can help you with that, Marilyn. No whisk. Okay.
Now you have to make sure that gets really whisked because the carrots will want to kind of clump. So you just got to make sure. And then in most cases, you always take your flour, your dry ingredients, and you add them into your mixture.
Okay. Should I do that now, or am I not incorporated enough, or what am I doing here?
I think it's just a piece of the carrot. It's just a piece of the carrot. Now you're going to take this and actually pour it into. No.
Nope.
We're going to pour this into that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
yes.
liquid to dry.
Liquid to dry.
You can tell folks I don't bake a lot.
So you can just take that because we're done with that because we're going to fold this in next.
Okay.
So you can just take that and put that anywhere you want.
Okay.
And then we're going to take this and pour it into that.
All at once?
Yep.
Really? Okay. Give me your... Did you have a spoon?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I had my whisk.
Okay.
And then you're just going to fold it. And you just take your time folding it because you can just use this to fold it.
So is there a reason why this isn't mixed?
Well, you just want to incorporate it. You don't want to like beat it.
Okay.
You don't want it to get, that's where you'd come up with
24
cupcakes
overdone.
instead of like 12 to 18.
Yeah, but though too, I think a lot the number of the cupcakes also depends on how much you fill up your cupcake tank.
Right.
I mean, some
Right.
people like them. You know,
Right.
those are perfect back there that we're
Right.
going to be decorating. And some people have that big
Well,
muffin typey top.
What's nice about these is that if you fill them up like 2/3, this recipe doesn't like really, should I say, like grow up and then like out over the cup.
Yeah, it's not like a
Right.
fluffy
It actually
muffin.
just kind of just raises, you know, and it stays nice and raised above the cup. And then, you know, it usually drops a little bit, but there you go. That's good.
All right, that's good. Wow.
And
Really?
then, yeah,
It's easy.
that's all it is. That's what's nice about
Okay.
this, you know, is because it's just so easy. And now we're gonna take our cupcake pans.
Now these are super duper heavy duty. These are like
These
really,
are
really nice.
actually from Wilton. I'm gonna wipe this off just a little
Okay.
bit. These are actually from Wilton, and it's a really, really nice pan. I really like the way they bake. They bake extremely evenly. At least I think so. Now, hold on a second. Let me get some cupcakes.
Some people don't even use these,
Right.
which I think is interesting.
Some
but-
people just take and spray their pans, you know, with any type of oil or anything like that. Very simple. If you don't do it, you know, use the cupcake papers. And there's a variety of cupcake papers, you know, you see. They have all different kinds.
You can even get them like I've seen them like with Steelers and
Right,
you know all kinds
right.
of different
I mean,
holiday.
Right. I mean, you
holiday-based
go
ones.
you go on the internet. It's just unreal what you can, you know, get on the internet. And
It's nice too if you have a birthday party that's themed. You know.
it is. It's there's just such a variety out there. What you can do.
See, we grew up, they were like
This.
yellow. Yeah, that's
These.
that's from your childhood.
Yeah, these are from my childhood. Now, this is something. It's just one of my favorites to do.
I was going to ask you what this
Yes.
is doing here. Okay.
This, I like to do the scoop, and I'm actually gonna let you do it. Is because this is like basically measures out to like a quarter scoop.
Okay.
But if you use a regular scoop like this, you know, you gotta kind of take your finger or whatever. What's nice about this is you just scoop it, and I don't fill it completely full, and then you just drop it.
So that's just a
Done.
basic ice cream scoop.
It's just a basic quarter cup ice cream scoop. You know, there's a small ones if you want to do like the little mini muffins.
Okay.
You know, like the little mini cups. You can do that. But there is no fancy.
So you don't spray you don't spray those?
Nope.
These. Okay.
Nope.
I know some people do it, but
Right. No, it's good.
I never saw the reason for it really.
So here, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Doesn't matter how sloppy I get, huh?
No, look.
Okay, so then once we get these puppies filled here,
That's fine.
how long do they? Oh, must that seem like I have more? How long do they bake for? On how hot of an oven?
These we're going to bake at 350
Okay.
for about 20 to 23 minutes.
Okay.
And usually, In my oven, they seem to be done usually within like 20 minutes, but the same rule applies with a toothpick.
Oh, okay.
You know, just take and check them
Some
with the
things
toothpick.
just are never,
Yeah.
you can never
Just check them with the toothpick, you know.
improve upon because they work.
And if you know, by chance you don't have 2 pans and you only have enough for, let's say, you know, you're doing, like I made my batch last night and I got 18 out of it.
Okay.
So of course for my second pan, you're doing just fine.
I'm not going to get 18 out of this, folks. I
No,
can
no,
tell
no.
you that right
You're
now.
doing just fine.
In the center of the oven, towards the top, where do you place them?
In the center of the oven.
Center of the oven?
And I
Okay.
can get 2 of these pans in my oven at one time
Oh, okay.
on the same shelf. But let's say, for instance, so you only have maybe enough in there for 3 more.
Okay.
Just something I've learned to do is you take your second pan and you fill up your cupcake, you know, put your cupcake things in or either spray it, your liners, and whatever is empty, because you want the pan to bake evenly, you want to take all of the rest of the empty ones and fill them up with water. Don't put a paper in them.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it bakes it evenly. You basically have tricked the pan into thinking that there's something in every
okay.
every pocket.
Okay.
So and you only want to put maybe just like a quarter of an inch.
Okay, so not
of
fill it up
water. Yeah, you don't have
completely.
to fill it up completely. Just max fill it up like half with water and just put it in the oven. So if you only have 2 cupcakes in there, or whatever you're making, whether it's muffins or whatever, it will still all come out evenly, and it will bake the same as this one will evenly also.
Now watch this magic.
So-
Okay, these are not baked. Look how lovely our cupcakes turned out.
The magic.
Ta-da! Okay, we're actually going to take a little break here, and we're going to come back, and we're going to be making the yummy icing that goes on these.
Armstrong Local Programming features our community like no one else. Meet your friends and neighbors at special events. Find the perfect pet. Celebrate our region's rich history or enjoy our natural wonders. Armstrong Local Programming is available online, on demand, and on your local Armstrong channel. Find the complete program schedule at ArmstrongOneWire.com. Local programming exclusively from Armstrong. One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Okay, now we are going to make the icing that goes on our very special spice cupcakes. Okay, and you said this is a pretty easy recipe,
Yeah,
right?
it's really, really simple. The base of it, of course, is powdered sugar again. It's a cream cheese icing, though, which usually goes pretty good on any kind of spice or anything like that. So we're going to get started. It's very, very simple. We're going to use, I'm going to hold this. That's
okay,
right. You're going
all
to right.
mix.
Okay. Well, first we're just going to take the butter. And
Okay.
you're going to take half of that. You're going to take 4 tablespoons of it.
Do I have to? I'll just kind of eyeball it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what
All
I
right.
do. Yep.
Just plopping it in there?
Plop it in.
Okay.
Yep. Get all that in there.
Okay.
All that counts.
Okay. Now, this is margarine or is this butter?
No, this is margarine.
Can you use butter or
You can use butter. I am
that
a diehard user of margarine.
Okay.
And then you're going to take 4 ounces of the cream cheese, this is an 8-ounce pack. So just eyeball that one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Same thing?
And put it in there. Yep.
Oh, I can do this. Okay.
Okay. And it's very, very simple.
Okay.
You take this handle, and we're going to pull it up like this.
Okay.
Just take the button. You're going to put it on about number 2 to get started.
Which one's number 2? I see.
Just give it like 2 clicks. There you go.
Okay.
And it's just going to start. It's
Oh, it's
going to
like a
whip.
dough mixer.
Yeah, but that is actually called a paddle wheel. So we're gonna just whip it. Scared you? So we're just gonna whip it a little bit.
Okay.
Try to get a little bit smooth.
Okay.
Okay.
Now-
You have to make sure that the cream cheese itself is pretty soft. Now,
Okay.
I had this out at room temp for a little while, but it'll start getting mixed in with the butter. But then
Okay.
you just take and release it, and then you just kind of get some of that off of there.
Oh,
and just
alrighty.
get it off, and all you're doing is just taking some of the butter and trying to get any of the butter in the difference of how it's in the bowl.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't look like much right now, but it'll get there. And you just take and pull it back up.
Do it again.
I'm just going to kind of whip it. Put it on like number 4, 5, 6 if you have one of these type KitchenAid mixers or one of these heavy ones.
But you can do this with a regular hand mixer too, right?
That's my table's going. Yeah, you can. It just takes a little bit longer. The new KitchenAid stand-ups like this, they have they have such whipping power And I use the paddle wheel here.
Okay.
And see, and you don't really have to, you know, I mean, it is. This is about as simple as it gets.
Okay.
But anything with a powdered sugar icing usually is. But you have your cream cheese in there now. And if you want, you can actually, now we're going to put some vanilla in here.
Okay.
Next.
Plain old vanilla, not nothing fancy kind. Okay.
Right. And you can just put like a half a teaspoon in there.
Is that a half teaspoon?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm gonna have to get glasses that I hang around my neck all the time. Alrighty, just pour that in there.
Yep. Put that in there. And then we're going to do the same. We're just
Mix
going to
again.
incorporate
So you're
it a
mixing
little
like
bit.
after every ingredient,
Yeah.
then basically.
Right. You're just going to kind of mix it, and you can see. I mean, it has a nice little thin, soft consistency to it. And then the only other thing we have to put in it is the powdered sugar.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. How much of this?
And you're going to put 2 1/4 cups of that in. And it's kind of tough. You can just actually probably put on one side of the beater there.
See, I watch my cooking shows. Sure.
You can you can actually
on one
sift,
side and then the other side. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. You can actually sift it if you want. This powdered
What does
sugar,
that do?
it just makes it a little bit more finer, but it's
Really?
already fine. But
Okay.
powdered sugar comes in different consistencies.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. Seriously.
Yeah, it comes in a 3, a
Did you say
4,
a third?
a quarter. Yeah, you
we
can see
eyeball
what
it?
it does. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But
You're talk about the consistency.
anyway, powdered sugar comes in different, I guess, how should I say, grinds.
Okay.
It comes in a 3, 4, a 6, or a 10x is what it is. So sometimes you might see on the bag of the powdered sugar, it might say 10x, which is usually what all the Domino is.
Oh,
Then it
okay.
might say 6x like on it, or 4x or 3x. And all that means is that the higher the number on it, the more finer the
Oh,
powdered
well,
sugar
that's
actually
interesting.
is.
Wow, I never knew that.
Right. And all it is just, I mean, truthfully, if you wanted to make your own powdered sugar, all you got to do is grind sugar. Just regular white
There you
sugar.
go. That's another show.
That's all it is. So now
Okay.
you're just going to kind of start it out a little
Okay.
bit slow so that it's not all over your kitchen.
And how long does it take?
Oh, this will just take maybe 2 minutes,
Maybe
if
2
even
minutes?
that. And you can see it's starting to incorporate,
Okay.
and it doesn't take long.
I'm amazed that there's only, 4 ingredients?
Right.
1, 2, 3,
Right.
4 ingredients.
And now we're just going to take that down. Here, you can do this and just kind of scrape off as
Scrape
much
the
of the,
sides?
yeah, just a little
Or
bit of the,
this
yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
This
just
stuff
as
here?
much as like the dry
Now, why are you
powder
using
sugar.
the paddle wheel versus a regular?
Well,
beaters?
there's the beater wheel, but the beater wheel, what that is for is if you actually want to do something that
Sorry.
has, that's okay, that you want to put more air into. It'll
Oh,
whip
really?
it. It's more of a whip, is what
Oh.
it does. So even like if you make a cake, for instance,
Okay.
yeah, that's good. You can take any kind of, cake batter and you can mix it. But if you put the wrong wheel on it, the wrong paddle on it, should I say, then you're going to end up with a really whipped, like mix.
Then you don't
cake
want it to
mix.
be that fluffy, is what you're
No,
saying.
no,
Like
because
for certain things.
right, because what ends up happening here, hold this, I'll get this off the sides a little bit. No, because then no, not at all. No, because then what ends up happening is if let's say if you take a cake batter and you whip it instead of beating it, then what you end up with is a really, really fluffy, airy cake. And it just doesn't have the consistency that
Okay.
it should have. Like it'll raise different. There's more of a chance for it to drop because you have more air into it.
Oh, wow.
Right. And this will be the last phase of this.
Now, what we made is going to be enough to icing the 18 or?
It should actually be enough to icing at least 12 of them.
Okay.
But if you're going to get, like we're just going to do it with a butter knife,
Yeah.
or any type of spatula, for instast, or anything like that
Or
you
a
can
the
do.
pastry
Right,
bag?
right, anything like that. This is very simple. See, it just dips down, pops off, and then you're done.
And that's
Right,
it.
take
Give
and
your bowl
shake.
back. Can I taste it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Give me a spoon.
Right there.
I won't put my finger in there.
You can tell we're working out of a normal kitchen.
Oh
Is it
my,
good?
that's really good.
Do you like it?
Yeah, that's super good.
Good. Good. But yeah, you can also flavor it too.
Wow.
You can take and put if you want something like, as long as you're not allergic to almonds, you can do almond flavoring. If you want to take and put orange flavoring in this, it would be really good. Orange gives more of like a little bit of a creamsicle flavor.
Oh, that'd be yummy.
Which is good. I do that on like my regular cupcakes.
Okay.
But see, you can see how creamy it is.
Now, does this? Okay, if we don't use all this, does this store well? Can
Yeah,
you, cover it in the
you can
refrigerator,
store
or-
this, and the same as with the cupcakes. Because they have no preservatives in them, they're all natural. You can't take and put them in your refrigerator for a week and then be like, oh, like I'm gonna eat those, And I would say no, don't.
Wow, you put a lot on there. Is that what you usually put?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's not even
I'm
as
sorry.
much as I would normally
I'm sorry.
But see, it's very
I
very
don't put
simple.
that much on. That's probably why my kids don't like my baking.
No, it's just one of those things here. We have some cake with our icing.
But you know what? That's
Right.
fabulous.
But then if you
Fabulous.
want, you can do that. I don't know if you want to decorate a couple. Okay.
maybe not. Because I wouldn't have put near. Is that too much?
No, you can put on how much you want. Okay. There's no rhyme or reason to this.
That's what's wonderful. Huh?
Right.
Okay.
There's no rhyme or reason.
We're going to icing one more of these, and then we're actually going to go. Cheryl made us some. Is it just plain vanilla?
Yeah, they're vanilla cupcakes.
We're not giving you that recipe because that happens to be one of Cheryl's secret recipes that you can only get from Cupcake Crazy. And we're just going to show you a couple fun ways to decorate, some maybe different decorating ideas, and some ways that you can make cupcakes at home.
Right. And then also on these, if you want, you can also add walnuts on top.
Ooh.
Because there's
Oh, that would
walnuts
be good,
inside.
yeah.
So, you can you can actually just take the cupcake, and just dip it into walnuts. I actually have some crushed right there.
Oh,
If you want to grab them in that little bowl.
this
Yes.
walnuts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll just do this real simple.
Okay.
You can just put it down and just go.
Oh, that's a heck of a lot easier than sprinkling.
It's just
it in,
right,
huh?
right, because then you don't have as much
Oh,
waste,
wow.
and it doesn't matter because look, there's no icing in the, thing.
There you go.
And if you take and you do like a decorative, swirl up around or anything, but see, it's just very simple.
No.
I'll leave one
Very
plain for
delicious.
someone.
Very delicious, very simple,
Right,
and very
right,
easy.
exactly.
Okay, so we're going to ice ourselves some now, right?
That's right.
Okay.
There you go.
Armstrong Local Programming features our community like no one else. Meet your friends and neighbors at special events. Find the perfect pet. Celebrate our region's rich history or enjoy our natural wonders. Armstrong Local Programming is available online, on demand, and on your local Armstrong channel. Find the complete program schedule at ArmstrongOneWire.com. Local program, exclusively from Armstrong. One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Okay, we're going to be ending up our show today with a little bit of decorative icing. Is that a word? Okay, now this is Cheryl's secret.
It's really not. It's really not secret. It's a buttercream icing, and you can get it. I mean, the internet. I know. You know what? It's all pretty much basic, as far as the basic buttercream goes.
So that's what
There
we're
is actually a real, true buttercream icing that is made with a hot mixture and eggs. It's a very true what's called buttercream. But this is, I guess, the buttercream that everybody uses for icing, the basic
That's good,
buttercream.
too.
And it just, it only has 4 ingredients in it, and it is the butter and the Crisco and powdered sugar and vanilla, and that's it. You just beat it, whip it to taste. You can do so much with this icing, and it's great for decorating.
Okay.
You can do anything with it. It's fun.
All right, let's
is fun.
commence to decorating. We've got
Okay.
lots of stuff here.
Okay, well, we're going to start off with, these are just regular Wilton bags, and they come in
Okay.
different sizes. I like the 12-inch bags, only because the more you put in the bag, the harder it is, at least for me,
Okay.
to decorate with. It's more like a strength
Okay, so
thing.
just cut the end
Just
off
cut
there?
the tip off, but you
Okay.
don't want to cut too far off, because, back in the day, they used to have to take and put the, tip on,
Right,
screw the
I
tip
do
on.
remember.
Now you don't even
Not
need.
that I did it, I remember it, though.
Now you don't even need that anymore. And I'm going to do like 2 different tips here.
Oh,
And you just
I
shove the
see what
tip
you're
straight
doing.
in the bag,
Okay,
and you just kind of pull up on it.
almost like a little crown.
Yeah, and then it's like that. So I'm going to give you this tip. It's like an open star tip.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take this tip and put it in, which is more of the little bit of a closed star.
Okay.
And of course, I didn't open this one up enough. So let me cut a little bit more
Those
of
bags
this
must
one
be
off.
really, really strong, huh?
Yeah, yeah, because you can really do like a lot of pull on them, and it doesn't take much if you want to cut off. So you just need enough to hold it in.
Oh, okay.
Just basically to clear the icing is all you want to do. I'm gonna get that piece of plastic out of there. So,
All right.
and these are just some basic tips. Now, some people, here's what I like to do when, I'm gonna let you do this too. I'll do it first and then you can do it. I just like to take it, roll it over. Yeah, of course you're gonna do this. You can just take and, or unless you wanna do it with me, can you put that down? Is it okay to put that down maybe? You can just take and kind of roll it over there first and just put it over your hand is what you want to do. And some people you can take and put it in a cup, like in a glass.
How you doing that?
Just take it and roll it over.
But I'm right-handed.
Oh, well then put over your right hand. Well, wait, you're right-handed? Yeah, but I'm right-handed too because I'm just using this to like fill.
Okay.
There.
Like that?
Yeah.
Further?
Yeah, maybe go down a little further in your hand. Yeah, so it's kind of just so you're holding it.
Okay.
Yeah, because all we're doing is we're just going to fill.
Okay.
There.
All right.
And all you're going to do, here's a spoon for you. And just take it.
Put it in there?
That's all you got to do.
Okay. Whole bunches?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Should it be cool?
Well, this one
No,
here,
you know what I mean.
Well, this,
We've been
this,
talking
well,
about
this,
temperatures
well,
and
this
stuff.
I made actually in advance.
Okay.
So, now I'm not going to put as much in as you because we're going to do something a little fun here with some of the icing. So I want to save some of it.
Okay. Just enough?
Yeah.
Not a
You just
lot
kind of like force it down in.
Oh,
Did you force it down
no,
in a
I
little
did
bit?
not.
See how mine is?
Okay.
You force it down into the tip. If not, we can like get it out with the air. We can
Okay.
squeeze
I have
it
to go the
out.
whole way
Yeah.
down?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We'll push it down.
Okay.
And then just take this.
Okay.
And just take this and pull it the whole way up. Okay.
Okay.
And what you want to do is just kind of grab it and just give it a
Oh,
little.
okay. That I
Yeah,
can
just
do.
kind of push it down.
Okay.
And then you just want to put your hand over that. Drop it. I'm sorry. Yeah, just kind of take it and put it.
Okay.
And just twist it.
Oh, and it comes out.
Yep. And see, and it's coming out.
Okay.
Now I have a different tip than you.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of, let me put this aside. Let's bring the cupcakes down to us.
Okay.
A bit more. If we can do that like that. Okay. Now I'm going to do, I think I just got it. This is actually called like a rosette.
Okay.
It's very simple, and I'm going to let you do this one too. Okay. These are very, very easy, basic decorating things, and they're great for cupcakes because it's just instant decoration.
I'm so tempted.
It's a very, very hard thing not to do. Now this one here, you're going to not start it in the center, kind of like right here on the side.
Okay.
And all you're going to do is just, and you can see the tip is touching the icing,
Okay. I could do
and just go the whole way around, and look, it looks like a little rose.
Aw.
Okay? If you actually look on the top. So you can just start
You can
it,
just continue to do.
and you just go around
Okay.
like that. Now it's your turn.
Oh, cool.
Just because we did the different tip.
And
I'll hold this.
Okay.
You can start in the middle, and it's about just the way you hold it and squeeze it with your pressure. It has to be more on a up, more hold it standing up.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
And just go around.
Mm-hmm. And just come the whole way around. You're almost just like dragging the icing with it. See? It's so simple to do.
Hey, that's a little gap
It
in the
is.
middle. We
That's
can put
okay.
Put an
Yeah.
M&M or something. Okay. Now the other one that we have, I'm assuming it's going to create a different effect in
Uh-huh.
it. This is neat.
This
Okay.
this one's just a basic. It's like I said. It's called a rosette.
Oh, that's pretty.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me show you the
wanna
next
do
one.
this one?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
put this one down.
I guess you should
They
help with
they
this one.
that's okay. They actually have these little cute stands that you can put these in, but I just lay them. I just, I mean, when you're doing it, you're decorating. Now this one here is going to be like the build up, like the little pyramid type.
Okay.
It's going to give you like a lot of icing. What's going to give you well, it's going to give you a lot of
What do you
icing.
say, Cheryl?
Yeah. And what you want to do is you just want to put a glob in the middle, and that's your
that's easy.
and that's your filler though, because what you're going to do is now you're going to start, and you're just going to come around like this,
Okay.
and you want to hold it more or less up.
Wow.
See,
It's
and it kind of gives
something
it,
really
well,
cool.
it gives it
Oh,
more,
that looks pretty.
but it gives it more of that, like, cone effect.
Like, I was just going to say, like,
Yeah. And you just do that.
oh, okay.
And then, and then all of your different toppings. There's so much of a mix of toppings that you can put on.
The one go up, go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, this is pretty. My family better not watch this because they're going to expect me to do this at home.
See? It's
Hey!
yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Look, now you're going to be doing it. Now, yeah, I
This
did
is
too. You have to
great.
do too.
Okay. Whoops, that's
That's
too much.
okay. No, because it's just filling up the center so you can build up around it.
Now, one thing that I've noticed too, that I think that a lot of people do incorrectly, I know I do, is I make my cupcakes much larger than this, and you wouldn't be able to get this type of an effect with like a big muffin top, right? I mean, it wouldn't be as nice.
Well, but see, that's what happens. Usually that muffin top comes from you're loading the cupcake too full.
Too much, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're putting
I
too much
have
in
a
the paper.
tendency of
You
making
shouldn't put usually more than 2/3 into that,
Okay. Rule of thumb.
cupcake, into that paper itself. This white recipe that I make, also, it's great because it raises up, but it just kind of rolls up to the top of the cup, but it doesn't roll over it.
Okay.
And what happens with a lot of times with white cake mixes, when you do them, they actually get a crust on the
okay.
outside of them. A lot of them do. This cake recipe doesn't get that because it just comes up and it'll just kind of drop back down a little bit, but it doesn't come out over the cup.
Okay.
And but I do just a lot of different things. I mean, this is just plain basic icing right here. I do filled. And let's say, for instance, if you want to do a filled one, and I'm not using the right tip, but I'm going to use this one just for
Okay.
show.
Okay.
All you're going to do is just take this and literally just shove it in the cake.
Really? You don't have to
Yeah.
hollow it out or anything?
No, look.
Oh, wow.
And watch. I just watch the cupcake. It'll expand.
That is super neat. Wow.
That's all you got to do is just.
And you can put
see
anything in there, like
Right.
peanut butter?
Right. You can put any kind of filling you want in there. I do some different fillings in mine. You can put. You can actually take canned like apples, cherries,
Oh,
anything
wow.
like that.
Oh, that'd be great.
You can just take a regular like cupcake like this, for instance, and let's say if you wanted cherries on it, you could actually just take, and I'll just use this real quick, but you can actually go like this around the sides of the cupcake and just maybe do like a little star thing. And what it would do is just hold in whatever filling you have in there. So then you
Wow.
can just put some filling in there of some
Or
sort.
slab of cherry on top.
I'm going to use, here, let's just say you want to do a cookies and cream.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Wow.
You know, it's nothing.
And this is something too, like we said at the beginning,
you
you
know.
can do with your kids, do with your grandkids.
Right, you know. And there's so many different toppings. I mean, it really is
Now, these are
limitless.
just plain old like M&Ms.
Yeah,
and
these are
stuff?
just plain
Okay.
M&Ms, but I'm going to do something. We're going to
sorry.
have some fun with those. But these, now you can buy these. These are actually made by Wilton, and they're just different colored little,
Flowers?
yeah, flowers, okay? So, for instance, let's say if I want to do, you know, I mean, it's just very simple, just something for color.
And again, too,
know,
we had
it's-
said like for decorating for holidays and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. A lot of the stores in the baked aisle, the baking aisle,
Right.
They'll sell different little decorative things like this for the holidays.
Exactly.
You can make your cupcakes
Exactly.
and throw on whatever you want.
And these here, it's nothing more than Andy's Candies, which you
Okay.
can buy out of a
Oh,
bag.
okay.
And if you want, you can do this on just top like that.
That's mint?
Yeah, it's Andy's Candies.
Okay.
It's regular mint Andy's Candies.
Oh,
But you can
come-
also take and do your cake with, you know, whether it's like a cream de menthe, you can add it to the cake
Oh,
mix, or even
oh.
if it's just food coloring, like real light green. You can add green to food coloring and mint flavoring, which, you know, there's so many different flavors.
No,
that
just
you can
regular
buy out
food
there.
coloring. You just need like a drop or two, right? To color
Yeah,
your
because I
icing.
mean, and especially if you're just doing like a little bowl, you know, that's all. You just need like a couple drops and just keep adding it, you know. Or if you want to take and do your icings with flavor to them, you know, I mean, these are just the oils, but they work. But you can't use like one whole one of these and this because
Oh,
these
they'd
are
use
very
one like
strong.
a drop or two, right? Those
Right, they're
regular
very
flavoring
very
oils.
strong. And then they just have, you know, all the different, you know, like this. So, you know, it's just very simple. You know, and that's nothing more than colored sugar, you know. Or they have the regular, as we just had this discussion. Well, this one still has the thing on it.
Jimmy's.
The Jimmy's. The Jimmy's.
I never heard that word before until my husband
Jimmy's.
said it.
So,
Never
and
heard
then
it.
we'll make this a little bit colorful for kids. You know, it just adds something to it. And then if you want to get a little bit more formal and you want to do something, then you can add these. They're called pearls.
Oh.
And these are cute for, you
Well,
know,
those are
a
those little
wedding.
crunchy things. Okay.
Yeah, everything's all edible, you know, that they make for all of this, you know. But there's just all different kind of stuff, you know. So you have your cute little, let's say for a wedding, then let's say their color's a little pink,
oh,
you know.
wow.
So, you know, but I mean,
That's really lovely.
Yeah,
Look
but
at that.
but it's
That's
just
really
it's just a
lovely.
matter of what you do. I mean, you can do so much, and it's so just it's limitless. It
And
really
it's fun
is.
too. And it's easy.
It really is limitless. But now I actually have one more, and it's fun, and it's kind
She
of
has
just her-
something special. I have
yeah.
no idea what this is. I really don't.
This one is just kind of like that little fun thing for just something to do.
She said this is nice. It's something nice for kids to do.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, if you want to let your kids do this, and it's not, it looks hard, but it's not.
Could you use the buttercream icing then
Yeah,
again? Or?
yeah, I'm going to use the buttercream icing too for this. And now we're going to color this one. And we're going to color this one like a beige color.
Oh,
Because we're actually going to make little pies. They're going to look like little pies.
okay.
Okay, so I want like a tan color, and you can't really get a tan color. So,
So is
unless
this
you're
where
like,
you-
not from like a food coloring. So we're going to take this, and this is just yellow. I just used, you know, like 3-4 drops of yellow, whatever. So you're going to get your yellow, but because I want tan, we're going to put some cocoa in it.
Oh.
And just a little bit.
Oh. Okay.
We're just going to
I
put
wondered
a
how
little
you were
bit
gonna
of
do
yeah,
that.
we're just going to put a little bit of cocoa in. Just to see. Now, this is kind of, I'm probably going to splash you with it.
I have my trusty apron that I already spilled stuff on. So
Cocoa's kind of a
I'm in good shape.
pain to play with sometimes. I might have put too much yellow in. But no, there you go. See, you can see
Okay.
you can see it getting tan. And what I'm looking for is like a crust color. Is what I'm
Okay.
actually looking for.
I get it.
Okay. Well, that still has a little bit too much yellow in it.
You can have as much chocolate as you like. That's,
Yeah.
that's not a
Chocolate's
problem.
never a problem, is it? But
I needed a bigger bowl.
no, you know what? No, it's just it's not that so much as
Oh, okay.
working with cocoa is really it doesn't blend as well as like a powdered sugar would or anything like that. So you usually have to be more careful with it when you like are folding it
Oh,
in.
there you go.
Like
It's like
if you
round.
if you have it like in a cake recipe, if there's a liquid, it's always good to mix it into that liquid and pour the liquid into the recipe. Or if it calls for it, like to put it in at the end, then put it in the end and take a spatula and put it into it or something to that effect.
Okay.
Now I'm going to grab one more bag. And we're going to have a different tip though this time.
Spilled ones just intrigue me. That's so easy. I thought you had to hollow them out and stuff.
What? Oh, no. Well, some of them I do. Sometimes I do. Depends on what it is. Like you can take, to hollow them out. It's very simple. I can find a little knife. Well, let's say if you want to put something in the center of one. All you're going to do.
Oh, you're hollowing. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm just using this as an example. And this is how simple it is. You just want to hollow something
Oh.
out. So if you want to put something in there
I can do
that's
that.
caramel or fudgy or
Okay.
something like that, that's all you got to do. And usually this, of course, isn't going to fit back in
Right,
there.
just put
So you
the-
just kind of top it back off
Oh, that's
just to
snazzy.
kind of seal it. But, I mean, of course, I did that really sloppily. But that's all that is if you want to just, you know, put something inside of it. Very, very, very simple method to do.
For all you guys looking for a unique way to propose to your girlfriend. How's that? No. Let them know ahead of time.
Right, you do it.
Broken
this.
teeth everywhere.
Okay, now this one we're just going to use a fine tip, like just
Okay.
a little, just the plain simple little hole tip on it.
Okay.
And I probably cut this one
Too much.
too big. I even cut it down a little bit.
Good thing you have a lot of these, huh?
I know. Yeah. I was still thinking, I'm so used to using the big ones that, so now let's
Ooh,
use this.
you can taste the chocolate now.
But it's not overpowering,
No,
is it?
no, not at all.
Actually, I put a little bit too much yellow in there, because it shouldn't be that, I can still see a lot of yellow in it. So, look, and now I didn't probably put enough. There we
You
go.
said these are these called anything? Just
They're-
pies?
you know what, I just make them look like pies for
Okay.
kids. And because there's, we're gonna use the M&Ms, is what we're gonna use on them.
Oh, okay.
So,
oh, I
we're
just use those for these.
well, you can. We're just doing something a little bit fun and creative.
Okay. And this
That's
isn't
all.
hard, right?
No, no, it's not hard at all. You'll be fine.
Okay.
You will be fine. And all we're gonna do,
Oh, we doing that rolling up thing again?
yeah, we're gonna do the rolling up thing again. Well, we don't need as much of this in there. I made a lot of icing, but We don't need as much.
Look at this, I'm a pro. Hiring me in your new shop. Speaking of new shops, follow Cheryl and her business on Facebook under Cupcake Crazy.
Cupcake Crazy.
Okay. She's going to be moving to a new location. Okay. How much? Oh,
I
about the
just
same thing?
did about this much.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
Okay. Now, here's another butter knife.
Alrighty. I have absolutely no idea what you're doing, so.
No, it's not hard. I'm going to actually take some of this and we're just going to icing 2 of these really quick. And all I'm doing is just putting this icing on here to kind of hold as a tack. Okay. She's saying, I can do this.
I can. I can do this. Heavens, I'm exhausted. All that whisking and
Actually, a little bit more here, so I'm just going to kind of glob.
okay. Oh, I'm supposed to do that, right?
Yeah, I was just globbing, though. I needed more icing. Okay.
Okay.
Now, as I just get this on my hand, I'm wiping it.
Okay, I'm ready.
See if we got enough on here. A little bit more on here. This one's just fun. This is for anybody who has too much time on their hands.
And children to entertain.
That's right. That's seriously exactly what it is. This is for somebody who has too much time on their hands. And this is all in fun.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do first, we can put that down. We're going to let you do the blue, and I'll do the red.
Okay.
And all you want to do is just take these, and you just want to start placing them. It doesn't matter how.
Does it matter if the M show?
Nope. I mean, it doesn't matter if they stick up a little bit, you know, they don't have to lay down.
Am I covering the whole surface with these then? Is that what we're
Yep.
doing? Okay. They have to be like in a pattern or anything?
Nope,
No,
no
okay.
pattern. Just kind of put them on there.
Do they go to the edge?
And you're just, and you're just using your.
I told you I would ask you a lot of questions.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. There's people out there that's wondering the same thing.
When is she ever going to shut up? Probably.
No, probably.
Make those cupcakes.
And actually, I guess I'm a cheater because I seen this one on Pinterest. So, if you want ideas, that's where you need to go.
You know, I got on there and couldn't figure out how to do it, so I couldn't. I was pinning things. It's like, where are they going?
I don't pin. I just don't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't
Is that
pin.
enough?
Yep. That's,
Okay.
that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
Now we're gonna take the bag.
Okay.
Okay. Now you got to make it tight.
Okay.
So that it's gonna come out.
Okay.
And you're gonna actually do. You know how they like the fluted, like
Yes.
pinch look
Yes,
of like
I
a
do know what
pie
that
thing
is. Okay.
All you're gonna do, and it doesn't have to be fancy. All you're gonna do is just hold this, and you're just gonna come up and down with it. You can actually use a wider tip. Now I'm actually doing mine pretty sloppy here. Yours is probably gonna be better than mine.
Somehow I
Only because I'm in a hurry, and usually when I do this, I sit down. I don't squat down.
Okay, then you do the whole thing around?
So you're just doing an up and down pattern to give it the fluted. But yet at the same time, you can use like one of the thicker tips that, you know, I mean, there is no right or wrong.
Well, that's what's fun about these, though.
And especially if you're doing with kids, you know.
You probably do a better job than me.
It's just an up and down pattern. And I know mine looks
I beat
pretty
you.
bad. I know, mine looks pretty bad. But now here's what the cute part of this is.
Okay.
Is because now you're just going to, as I need something to wipe this with. No,
I'll just let
use
it
this. I like it. And then you just want to take and come across.
Like it's
Drag your
braided.
line. But what you want to do is when you put your tip down, yeah, there you go. Oh, look how good you did.
Oh, I'm telling you.
That's it. You just want to take it, pull it towards you.
You did 4.
Doesn't matter. You can do 3, 4.
Crap. Okay.
But now you don't want to do a plus sign now. You almost want to do another diagonal So just kind of put it on there.
Oops. Well, that's neat. I actually know how to make a braided pie like this, believe it or not.
See?
In a long time.
Now this was kind of messy for both of us because we did it so fast. Our cameraman saying, hurry up.
Oh my God. Can you see it? I wasn't watching you while you... Wow, mine's pretty darn nice too.
Yes, it is.
Cheryl. Oh,
Yes,
that's
it is.
really cute.
Yes, it is. But the thing, I mean, my like sides don't even look as good because truthfully, I should have used a bigger tip hole on it is what I should have done for the sides. But we were in a hurry, so I didn't want to use 4 different bags right here. But you get the effect for little kids. It looks like a cherry pie, like a blueberry pie. You know, you can pick the yellow ones out. You're enjoying.
I know, I'm crying. Oh my gosh, that is a cute.
But it's
idea,
just something,
seriously.
you know. I mean, little kids just. They want to play, and they just don't want to sprinkle. They don't want to shake. So this way, it kind of gives them, just something to do. But you just took a cupcake that doesn't really, it doesn't really look like a cupcake.
And made it into a pie.
Yeah, it just doesn't, it just has a whole different effect to it, just like a fun,
Fun thing to do.
Mhm.
Cheryl, well, thank you. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm not sure I'll ever make one of these again. Thank you.
okay.
This is
You
fun.
did well.
You showed our people out here how they can make cupcakes, how they can have fun with them, some different ideas to try, and you can all do it at home.
Yep.
Or if you want to
Yep.
go out and buy them, you can always do that as well.
Right. That's right. You know where to come get them.
Well, thank you. Did you want to add anything today?
No, I think I'm done.
Okay, great. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for being in my home.
Well, there you have it, folks. We hope you enjoyed the show. I know I did. I had a lot of fun being creative. And as Cheryl showed us, there's a lot of great ways you can make cupcakes. If you just want to grab a box and make them, that's fine. But it's also, I think, a little bit more fun, and it adds just something a little bit more special whenever you make them from scratch. And we gave you a good, healthy recipe at the beginning that you can try. And you can try maybe some more, a little bit unhealthy recipes as well. But have fun out there making cupcakes, and I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, keep smiling, keep dreaming, and keep watching. And I'm going to keep eating this cupcake. Oh, here it goes. Oh, that's really good.
Armstrong Local Programming features our community like no one else. Meet your friends and neighbors at special events. Find the perfect pet. Celebrate our region's rich history or enjoy our natural wonders. Armstrong Local Programming is available online, on demand, and on your local Armstrong channel. Find the complete program schedule at ArmstrongOneWire.com. Local programming exclusively from Armstrong. One Wire, infinite possibilities.